How much time are you wasting thinking there's still time? Let me tell you something most people don't realize. Until it's already too late, we are living under an illusion. The illusion that there's still time. You wake up every day thinking you can start tomorrow. You tell yourself, I'll fix my habits next week. I'll chase my goals next month. I'll become serious next year. And while you're saying all of this, life is quietly moving forward without waiting for you. Time doesn't pause. It doesn't slow down because you're not ready. It doesn't care about your excuses, your fears, or your comfort zone. Every single day that passes is a day you will never get back. And the dangerous part is, you don't even feel it slipping away. It's silent. It's subtle. It hides behind your daily routine, your scrolling, your distractions, your just one more day mindset. Look around you. How many people did you once know who had big dreams, big plans, big energy? And where are they now? Stuck, settled. Not because they weren't capable, but because they kept believing they had more time. They delayed action until delay became their lifestyle. And maybe, if you're honest, you see a part of yourself in that. You keep waiting for motivation to hit you. You keep waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect mood, the perfect opportunity. But the truth is that moment doesn't exist. It never did. Because if you keep waiting for perfect conditions, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. Here's the reality that most people avoid. You are closer to the end than you think. Not to scare you, but to wake you up. Your time here is limited. Your energy is limited. Your chances are limited. And every day you spend not becoming who you're meant to be is a day you can never reclaim. This illusion of there's still time is the biggest trap you can fall into. It makes you comfortable with staying the same. It makes you delay growth. It makes you accept a life that is far below your potential. But the moment you break out of this illusion, everything changes. You stop wasting time. You stop making excuses. You start realizing that now is not just another moment. It's the only moment you truly have. And once you truly understand that, you don't wait anymore. And once you stop waiting, you begin to notice something even more important. Your life isn't shaped by big once-in-a-lifetime moments. It's shaped by what you do every single day. Think about it. Most people are not failing because of one massive mistake. They're failing because of small, repeated habits that slowly destroy their potential. Waking up late, wasting hours on distractions, choosing comfort over growth, saying I'll do it later again and again until later never comes. It doesn't feel dangerous in the moment. It feels normal, harmless even. You tell yourself it's just one day. It won't matter. But that's where the real danger lies. Because one day turns into a week turns into months, and before you realize it, years have passed, and nothing has changed. Your habits are either building you or breaking you. There is no neutral ground. Every action you take is a vote for the person you are becoming. Every time you choose discipline, you're building strength. Every time you choose distraction, you're reinforcing weakness. And the scary part is this process is invisible. You don't wake up one day and suddenly see failure written on your life. It happens quietly, slowly, like a small crack in a wall that keeps growing until one day, everything collapses. Look at successful people. They don't rely on motivation every day. They rely on systems, on routines, on habits that push them forward even when they don't feel like it. They understand that success is not an event. It's a pattern built through consistency. Now ask yourself, what patterns are you building? Are your daily actions taking you closer to the life you want or further away from it? Because your future is not something that just happens to you. It's something you create one decision at a time, one habit at a time. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need to become perfect. But you do need to become aware of how you spend your time, aware of what you repeat daily. Because what you repeat daily becomes your reality. And if you keep repeating the same weak habits, you will keep living the same life. Nothing changes until your habits change. So don't underestimate the power of small actions. They may seem insignificant today, but they are shaping who you will be tomorrow. The life you dream about is not built in a day. It's built in the choices you make every single day. Because in the end, you don't rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. And as you begin to recognize the power of your habits, there's another truth you can't ignore. The reason most people don't change is because they're trying to avoid discomfort. They run away from discipline because it feels hard. It feels restrictive. It feels uncomfortable in the moment. Waking up early when your body wants more sleep. Uncomfortable. Saying no to distractions when everyone else is enjoying them. Uncomfortable. Pushing yourself to work when you don't feel like it. Uncomfortable. So what do most people do? They choose the easy path. They choose comfort. They tell themselves they'll deal with it later. But what they don't realize is that they're not escaping pain. They're just postponing it. Because there are two types of pain in life. The pain of discipline and the pain of regret. And you will feel one of them no matter what. The pain of discipline is temporary. It's the struggle you feel when you push yourself beyond your limits. It's the resistance you face when you're trying to grow. But this pain has a purpose. It shapes you. It strengthens you. It builds a version of you that is capable of achieving more. But the pain of regret, that's a different story. Regret doesn't show up immediately. It waits. It builds slowly in the background. It comes to you in quiet moments, when you're alone, thinking about what you could have been, what you should have done, what you had the chance to do but didn't. It whispers questions that you can't escape. What if I had tried? What if I had taken that risk? What if I hadn't wasted so much time? And the worst part is, there are no answers that can change the past. You can't go back. You can't fix missed opportunities. You can't relive the years you wasted choosing comfort over growth. That's why regret is so heavy, because it stays with you. It becomes a constant reminder of the life you didn't live. Right now, you have a choice. You can continue avoiding discomfort, staying in your comfort zone, doing what feels easy. Or you can accept the temporary pain of discipline and start building a life you won't regret. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it requires effort. Yes, it will push you in ways you're not used to. But that's the price of becoming better. That's the price of growth. Because one day, whether you like it or not, you will look back at your life. And in that moment, you won't care about how comfortable you were. You won't care about how easy things felt. The only thing that will matter is whether you lived up to your potential or wasted it. And when that moment comes, you won't wish for an easier life. You'll wish you had been stronger. Choose your pain wisely. And after everything we've talked about, the illusion of time, the power of habits, the weight of regret, there's one truth that hits harder than all of them. No one is coming to save you. It might sound harsh, but it's real. There is no perfect moment waiting for you. No miracle that will suddenly fix your life. No person who will come and push you toward your goals while you sit back and wait. The life you want is not going to be handed to you. It's not going to knock on your door one day and say, "You're ready now." Most people spend their lives waiting for motivation, waiting for support, waiting for someone to believe in them before they believe in themselves. They tell themselves, if I had the right opportunity, if I had better circumstances, if someone helped me, and while they're waiting, nothing changes. Because the truth is, waiting is just another form of avoiding responsibility. The moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment everything begins to shift. Not because things suddenly become easy, but because you stop depending on things outside your control. You stop blaming your past, your environment, other people, or bad luck. You realize that no matter where you are right now, you still have a choice to act, a choice to change, a choice to move forward. And yes, your situation might not be perfect. You might not have the best resources, the best support, or the best starting point. But none of that changes the fact that your life is still in your hands. Look at people who have transformed their lives. They didn't wait for someone to rescue them. They didn't wait until everything was perfect. They made a decision to take control even when it was hard, even when it was uncomfortable, even when no one was watching. Because at the end of the day, you are the one who has to live with your choices. No one else feels your regrets. No one else carries the weight of your missed opportunities. No one else wakes up every day in your life except you. So why are you waiting for someone else to take responsibility for it? You don't need permission to start. You don't need validation to move forward. You don't need someone to tell you that you're ready. You become ready by taking action. The moment you stop waiting and start owning your life, you step into a different mindset. A mindset where excuses lose their power, where fear no longer controls you, where you understand that even if no one supports you, you still have yourself. And that's enough to begin. Because the truth is simple. The life you want is waiting on the other side of your decisions, not someone else's actions. No one is coming, so become the one who does. And finally, after realizing that time is slipping away, that your habits are shaping your destiny, that regret is heavier than discipline, and that no one is coming to save you, there is one truth that can change everything: the power of starting now. You see, waiting for the right moment is the biggest trap you can fall into. People tell themselves, "I'll start tomorrow, next week, next month," as if life is a never-ending cycle. But the truth is, the perfect time will never arrive. There will always be distractions. There will always be excuses. And there will always be uncertainty. The only moment you truly have is this one, the one you are living right now. And that is where your power lies. Because starting now, even with small steps, changes everything. It creates momentum. Action, no matter how small, sets off a chain reaction. You take one step forward and suddenly the path becomes clearer. You take another and your confidence grows. You take a third and the life you once only dreamed of starts to feel within reach. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need a flawless plan. You just need to start. Because once you start, clarity comes.
Energy comes.
Motivation comes. Action feeds itself, and suddenly, the person you were yesterday starts to transform into the person you are meant to become. Every successful person, every life changed, every goal achieved, none of it started with perfection. It started with a decision to stop waiting and to take responsibility. A decision to move forward, even when the road was unclear, even when the effort felt uncomfortable. That decision is more powerful than talent, more powerful than luck, more powerful than circumstance. It is the moment you reclaim your life. And the beauty of starting now is that time begins to work in your favor. Each day you take consistent action compounds, building your skills, your mindset, and your opportunities. Each day you delay, the opposite happens. Momentum fades, confidence drops, your potential stays locked behind the excuses you tell yourself. So don't wait for permission. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for someone to hand you an opportunity. The moment to act is this moment. The chance to change is here, and it begins with you deciding that enough is enough. Enough waiting, enough excuses, enough postponing the life you know you are capable of living. Because every great life, every breakthrough, every transformation begins with one simple step. Choosing to start right now, no matter how imperfectly, no matter how small, no matter how late it feels. Your future is built in this very moment, and the time to begin is now. The only moment you truly have is now. Start before it's too late.